Good evening, everyone, and Ramadan Kareem to our Muslim friend and listeners, and happy fasting. Thank you for tuning into this broadcast. My name is Adi, and I will be your host for tonight. I hope that everyone is doing fine and always keep everything clean. As you all know, the movement control order in Malaysia is extended until May of 12. We, the Jesselton Philharmonic Orchestra, hopes that everyone is in good health and high spirit until then, until the end of this long lockdown. For Zoom attendee, please help us to answer a series of questions when the polling popped up. For more info, please go to our JPO Facebook, Instagram, Twitter page, and press the like and follow button. Now, GPO are very indeed and very honored to be able to invite Maestro Morishita Koji all the way from Japan as our special guest for tonight. Here are a slice of his life journey that I am going to share with you. Koji started his musical career early learning to play the violin when he was 4 years old, and he graduated from the Toho Gakuen School of Music in Japan. While he was studying at the college, he received a special scholarship to study in Cincinnati, Ohio, USA. From 1996, he gave a series of recitals for a decade, which led him to start a new series of recital in 2007. In 1999, he made a tour to 12 different cities in Japan with a famous Japanese guitarist by the name of Shinichi Fukuda, with whom he played with tunes which had never or rarely been played in Japan. Their concerts were highly applauded. He currently plays as a soloist and the concertmaster of the Hamamatsu Philharmonic Orchestra. Since October 2001, he also had been playing as the principal solo concertmaster of the Osaka Symphony Orchestra, specially appointed professor of Osaka Music College since 2013. Mr. Koji plays on an Antonio Stradivarius violin, record 1860, which has been loaned to him by a collector. Unfortunately, he won't be able to perform live for us for this broadcast as it will make noise in Japan. After evening, you cannot make noise there. All right. Without further ado, let us invite Maestro Koji Morishita. Hello, Mr. Koji, are
Hello.
you there?
Okay, yes.
Hi,
Hello.
hajimemashite.
Hajimemashite. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. How are
Okay,
you?
good. Fine,
How
thank
are you,
you.
Mr. Koji?
Oh,
Okay,
thank you very much. It's a great
thank
honor
you.
being here. Yep,
Thank you for being with us tonight. So, I'll be doing a series of questions for you tonight. Are you fine
please.
with that?
Yep,
Thank you. Okay, so here it is. I've seen that you are doing a 10-year series of a violin recital. How do you break down a new piece for your recital?
well, I'm doing it for every year, and it's totally different programs every year. I choose the pieces. I just, flow and, I talk with people. I listen to like YouTubes. I buy some CDs, of course, and for example, it's the Beethoven year this year, maybe,
Mm-hmm.
and I was into the Beethoven sonatas, and I try to play it more than usual. But every year recital is kind of tough for me, but there are so many good violin pieces, as you know. You're the violinist, right, Adi? So
Yes. Yeah.
the repertoire is so huge, and I have many types of music that comes up to me, and I try to figure out which to choose this year. Actually, I chose three Brahms sonatas this year, but the issue of the coronavirus, the recital was canceled. But
Oh my.
maybe I'm gonna do it for next year, the Brahms sonatas. That's how I uh,
Mhm.
choose the pieces and keep doing it.
All right. Okay. So I've been reading your profile about your
Yep.
teachers. So
Yes.
I'm interested in to know what is it like to be under the tutelage of Madame Dorothy Delay?
Oh yes. Maybe you. the classical fans, they know her name. She's a great teacher. She passed away like maybe 10 years ago. I'm not sure about. Her student is like Midori. She's Japanese, and we are proud of Kyoko Takezawa. She's Japanese also, and she's a great teacher. And she was very busy when I was there in the States. She was teaching in New York, Cincinnati, and Boston, and London, and she traveled back and forth and had many students. But she had like many assistant teachers that who takes care of the students every week, and she comes to the school and give lessons for once a month, and well, she checks everything. The most important thing that it was really interesting and it was very useful for my life, it was she has a certain method for everything. Like, for instance, we shake the hand for doing the vibrato, and we do have to practice with a metronome how fast the vibrato must be and how wide the vibrato must be. And it was really, useful, and it was really mechanical technique that she taught. And of course, for the right hand, we use the bow. So there's certain method for that. And I really not enjoyed, but I suffered very much, but I learned a lot. It is totally different from European style teaching. Yes.
I see.
Yep.
Okay, thank you. That's a very interesting things to share with us about her
Yes.
teaching.
Yes, she was a great teacher.
Okay, Mr. Koji, as a performer, nervous is one word that would be our partner for the rest of our life. How do you cope with it, Mr. Koji? How do you cope with this nervous before going on the stage? And so
Oh
on?
my God. Please tell me if there is a solution for that, that's we have to deal with this problem whole our life, because get nervous is kind of, it's a homework for, it's a issue, I should say, issue that we have to deal with. And most of the time, if I get nervous, I realize that I'm not into the music at that time, or I care about who is listening, who is there as an audience. And if I think about that, it is like, it makes me so nervous. So it means that you don't think about the music anymore. And so I try to think only when I play like Beethoven, for instance. For Beethoven, I try to think about the Beethoven's music very much and concentrate for that. And then maybe slightly I get nervous, but it helps. But I think it's necessary to get nervous, because if you relax, and it means that you can't concentrate much. So maybe slightly nervousity is kind of it's a must, maybe. That's my feeling. But I'm fighting with the nervous, it's really ridiculous. I know, everybody.
I guess
But
nervous.
even yeah.
Yes, continue.
Sorry. I have a respect. I'm respecting Maya Hashiteko. She is a great violinist in Japan. She's a soloist. She's over 70, and her career is like more than 60 years, I think. And she says she gets nervous every time, and she's fighting with it. So it's life. It's musician's life.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Thank you for that answer, Mr. Maestro.
Sure.
Okay, so I understand you have a Stradivarius violin, Reinhardt.
Yeah.
Can Maestro tell the audience about your instrument?
Okay. This Stradivari, Antonio Stradivari, as you know, that this is one of the best violin maker who's from Italy, Cremona, and I had a chance. I should tell. Uh, this is a story that I'm now using it. Like 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago, my friend, a good friend of mine, he's a cellist. He called me up after my recital. I was so tired after the recital, so I didn't want to think about the music and practicing and everything. Like, give me a break. Like, but he called me and he said, "What's up?" And I said, "I'm so kind of exhausted, so I'm not into playing anymore for this week." So, but he said, "Why not going to the violin theater to um, to try the Stradivari? It's on sale." And it just came from Germany that one of the violins from Detroit or Detroit, no, Detmold.
Mhm.
Um, he wanted to sell it to, and I went to try out because it's a rare chance to try the play on the Stradivari for violinists.
Mhm.
So I chose the chance and I went with him and I tried the violin and it was amazing. And I should have said that it it was. I didn't know it was a violin. I'm used to the other kind of. So
Yeah.
anyway, the dealer said that why not trying out this for like 2 weeks, and it was a great honor for the bring it back to home and you can play on 2 weeks. But the last word from him was, why not ask for a sponsor to buy this violin and rent it to you? It's going to be a good investment for him also, and maybe he can sell it in 10 years and the price is going to be much higher and it's like an investment. I had a good friend, not a good friend. He's older than me, and he is very rich, and he is very fond of classical music, and he's supporting many musicians. For instance, like Hamamatsu Phil, he is the president of the Hamamatsu Phil, and he has a kind of money to buy it. And I talked with him, and he said, "Why not?" And he bought it, and I'm using this for 2 years, and I have 8 more years to um, play on this. That's the story. Well, this 1680, the Stradivari made this in 1680, so it means that more than 300 years ago, and
Mhm.
it's still a tool, and it sounds enormously beautiful. And well, you have to come to my concert.
I
That's
would
the whole
definitely
story.
try and come to your concert, Maestro.
Thank you.
Even the recording just now was wonderful.
Yeah, it looks great.
Yes. Okay, Maestro,
Yep.
I've seen many of your photos are with a conductor. Could you
Yes.
introduce him and tell us more about the conductor?
Okay. As an orchestra player, I deal with the conductor, of course, and there are many young violinists. No, the conductors who's trying to build up the career, and I'm the position to help them and to help their career. But they're still young, so I can learn from them, of course, but it's limited. So this maestro, Mr. Yuzo Toyama. He is 88 years old, and he never conducts with a chair. Even in the rehearsal, he stands and he conducts. He's so healthy, mentally very strong, and he's Japanese. And in the, I think when he was young, he studied in Vienna, I think. And he is a composer also, and he composes many very great pieces. And maybe you know, if you Google it in Yuzo Toyama's name, there's many. Anyway, he's 88 years old, and he knows everything. How we came the way from the, it's like we didn't have any classical music in Japan, for instance, like in 60 years or 50 or 60 years ago. But he's like a pioneer of the classical music in Japan. And he worked with Stravinsky, Khachaturian. They both came to Japan when he was young. So he knows the Stravinsky Firebird conducted by the Stravinsky himself. And there are so many things that he teaches us, and he tells us how it should be. The classical orchestra pieces must be like this. And I'm learning a lot. It's a great, it makes the whole life different if you meet with this kind of maestro in your life. He's one of the my respecting conductor and person.
I'm sure in his life, he's a very much a person like you, inspiring people and the young ones.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that. Okay, playing at such amazing professional level, do you have any specific goal that you would like to achieve in the near future?
Well, there is no goal for musicians. Of course, I don't even know what is the goal. I'm just trying to practice and to grow my heart, grow my feeling, grow my tastes all my life. So I don't know what is the goal, but my life is like I need to meet people and meet beautiful paintings or scenery, foods, and it widens up your as a human being. Sorry, my English is terrible.
It's okay, don't worry.
And the musical color tones that you can produce as a violinist. So the most important thing is, I think, that to meet people, many people, and many to deal with culture, different culture, and I think it's the most thing that's what I'm working on. And all the dreams will come true if you work hard and say it in words. So that's my opinion, but I don't know you can agree or not. So to meet people and this is my first time I talk with Adi, and I have some good friends in Malaysia, but it's so far and I don't know the culture very much. But this, chance is a great one for me to widen up my knowledge, and it's fun. That's how it works. Yep.
Okay, Maestro, We often hear that a great practice takes like 3 to 4 hours a day. Now, I would like to know about your practice schedule. How many hours would you practice each day?
How many hours should I practice? How many? I don't know. I never counted, but I wake up, have breakfast, coffee, and I practice lunch and have a rest, coffee, and practice. That's my life, you know. I don't have any off days. Some people asks, when is your off day? And I have no idea when is off, you know.
I
there,
see.
there are no off days for violinists, musicians, maybe. So I try to go to the gym because when I work out, when I
Mhm.
run, I forget about, you know, music, and I don't have to worry about which fingering I should do and the bowings and everything and what I should practice next. And so it's good to switch off the my violin life sometimes by working out in the gym.
Working out. So
So I
anything
don't know.
else
I,
about what do you do besides playing the violin?
um, not much. I love traveling, but traveling comes with the musician's life. So
Mhm.
it means that I'm really enjoying my life. You know, you go travel and give concerts and have dinner and some alcohol and good food there, and travel again and go to the next city, and it's really fun, and I'm so grateful for being able to do this.
Nice, because it's like a vacation and working in the same day.
Oh yeah, yeah, yes. But I don't know what's the vacation is. I told you that.
Yes, because I think on your vacation you would be practicing your violin.
Yeah, you know, it's really ridiculous, or I can't say ridiculous, but I have no answer that some people ask, when is your off day? What's your schedule like for a week? And I have no idea to answer. You know,
I
it's
see.
dumb, you know, but you know, we are raised to from my mom or dad that you have to practice every day.
I see. Okay, now, how did you become a professional violinist? Is there any particular experience that drove you to this choice?
Okay, my family, my cousins, my uncle,
Mhm.
they're all medical doctors, and my father also, and my brother. And I think they wanted me to become a doctor, but the point was I was stupid and I didn't like studying.
I see.
Yeah, and the I was playing the violin, so I chose my violin. And the most thing is I really enjoyed playing my violin front of the audience. That's why. Even I hate practicing, I loved to play in front of the audience. So it's the same still now. If I have a concert, um, it's really exciting. So at this period of the Corona thing,
Mhm.
it's like a nightmare. But we'll do it. Yep.
All right. So, when you choose to be a musician, is there any objection from your family?
No, not at all.
No.
My father supported me, and he is he supported. Yep. He's also a good, great fan of the classical music.
I see. All right. Now, based on your experience at the early age of your career until now, what are the advice you have for the young ones?
Okay. I think I'm still young and I'm in the process. So
Oh, of course.
um, I'm trying to. I'm trying to be very confident in a way. 100% confident in a way. Believe in yourself and believe what is beautiful from your taste, from my taste. And some people gives us suggestions that, okay, Koji, that's too much. That's too much forte. That's too big. That's too, tiny or like, but sometimes it's a good suggestions and advices, but don't throw your
Mhm.
the real feelings. Never. Don't throw away. Just negotiate with. And it means that you have to be very confident and keep trying every day, every single day, every single concert, that what you really think is beautiful. I love strawberry. I love peaches. And you can't explain why you love strawberry, right?
Mhm.
So I have um, certain note or certain phrases, certain colors that I really like, and I'm just keeping that all my life. Does it make sense?
Yes, it's like a philosophy
Oh
for
yeah.
what's you wanna do and try not to give up on it.
Yes. So there are no reasons that you like strawberry. It's like that. There are no reasons that I like this tone, this color, this Beethoven's phrase, and I really love it. And it doesn't have any space that anyone could blame.
Mhm.
So that's the point. So you should be very strong in a way, but you have to um, be clever enough um, to um, to be given suggestions. That's also the important thing. You have to be balanced, not balanced, but you have to um, keep both. I think be confident and be very flexible. That's right. Yes, as an orchestra player, that's the must. Also,
Okay. All right, everyone. We have come to the end of tonight's webinar. For more info, please go to our JPO Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And don't forget to press like and follow button. If you want to rewatch and listen to this broadcast again, it will be available after the broadcast ended. The recording will be available for you to watch at the YouTube page. You guys have been great. Thank you so much for tuning in. And please stay home. Try not to go out. Yeah. Okay. Tonight, I will lead the prayer. So please pray in whatever faith you believe in for the COVID-19. Here you go. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma inni a'udzubika minal barsi wal jununi wal jisami wa min yasafil asqam. Oh Allah, I seek you refuge from leprosy, insanity, mutilation, and from all serious illness. In the name of Allah, with whose name nothing on the earth or in the heaven can cause harm, and He is the all-hearing and the all-knowing. ربنا اتنا في الدنيا حسنه وفي الاخره حسنه وقنا عذاب النار وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى اله وصحبه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين. All right. And again, thank you, Mr. Koji, Maestro Koji Morishita, for being with us tonight. Thank you so much.
thank you so much, and it was a great honor talking to you and talking to people in the world. And I really hope that this period, the corona issue, is going to
Mhm.
be ending very soon. And I'll
We
see
all
you soon.
hope so. I'll see you soon also. Okay. Good night, everyone, and see you all at the same time tomorrow at 9 p.m. All right. Konbanwa. Sayonara.
Sayonara.
Bye bye, Mr. Koji.
Thank you very much.